Hey, good morning, everybody. Today is Thursday, June 25th, 2015. My name is Cliff Backus, and this is your daily video market review. Stocks sold off yesterday in higher trading volume, giving us distribution days in both the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ Composite. A distribution day is a trading session where an index, in our case, we follow the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ, and to a lesser extent, the small cap S&P 600, the IBD 50, and the IBD 8585, falls at least 0.2% on heavier trading volume than the prior day. Distribution's a sign of institutional selling in the market, and too much distribution is an indication that the market may be near an intermediate term high. Meanwhile, the small cap S&P 600, the IBD 50, and the IBD 8585 sold off by higher percentages than the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ, but didn't meet the volume thresholds for distribution. I'd interpret this as not bearish. Declining issues bettered advancers by nearly 5-2. The New York Stock Exchange advanced decline line continues to look bearish, but looks a little bit healthier than it has in a couple of weeks, with a minor higher low and a higher high recently. New highs were a bit more encouraging, bettering new lows by 3-1 yesterday. Our market timing model is on a buy signal for both the NASDAQ and the S&P 500. The O'Neill model is showing a market in a confirmed uptrend, but our distribution count is becoming elevated. Small caps bettered large caps by a wider margin yesterday, and small caps continue to outperform on a 10-day moving average basis. This is in character with a confirmed uptrend, when small caps generally are more likely to outperform. The small cap Russell 2000 and the S&P 600 continue to outperform larger cap indexes, giving some encouragement to the bulls. Our swing timing model is indicating a neutral condition in the market. The continued dominance by small caps, along with recent strength in the Russell 2000 and the small cap S&P 600, indicate that the market may want to continue to push higher here. We remain bullish, but not exceedingly so. We have our stops in place as we watch to see where this summer rally takes us. What we're looking at here is the Russell 2000. Generally, we start by analyzing industry groups, but HGSI didn't update last night, and so we're just going to start by taking a look at the Russell 2000. Yesterday, the Russell fell 11.88 points, or 0.92%. We had noted that the Russell was bumping up against resistance at its prior downtrend line, and what we saw yesterday was a reaction to that. We have support for the Russell down here in the 1279 area. Hopefully we'll be able to hold that area and come back and retest our resistance up here at the prior trend line. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ Composite. NASDAQ yesterday sold off 37.68 points, or almost 0.75%. It closed at 51.22. Trading volume was higher than the prior day, giving us another distribution day. For you followers of William O'Neill, we are in a confirmed uptrend. We've been in a confirmed uptrend since May 14th. We currently have 6 distribution days on the NASDAQ. Notice how yesterday the NASDAQ came down and it held support right here, at its prior high in the 51.20 area. We would hope that the NASDAQ will hold that area and go on to make new highs. Right now, let's say that we are bracketed by support down here at this prior high in the 51.20 area and resistance at this trend line. As long as we hold the 51.20 area, the NASDAQ remains in pretty good shape. We are on a buy signal on the NASDAQ, which means that traders can be selectively buying in this market. They should not be utilizing margin to leverage their portfolios any further. If you're already on margin, you can stay on margin until you're stopped out of positions, but we should not be adding to margin positions. Let's take a look at the S&P 500. S&P yesterday was down 15.62%, also down about 0.75%. The S&P closed at 2108. Trading volume was higher than the prior day, giving us another distribution day. We are on a confirmed uptrend in the S&P with a total of 6 distribution days since confirmation of the uptrend. The S&P held support at its 50-day moving average yesterday. We'll see if we can continue to hold that area and push back up toward resistance up here in the 2134 range. Right now the S&P is on a buy signal. Let's take a look at Autohome Inc. Autohome is a Chinese provider of independent and interactive content to automobile buyers via autohome.com and CHE168.com. The stock is currently working on a first stage base with a pivot point of 57.93. It gets an 80% checklist rating. And we can see that it's putting in this long-term cup and handle base. Notice how as we put in the right side of this base, trading volume picked up. As the handle formed, trading volume dropped off. And now that we're working on the right side of that handle, trading volume is beginning to pick up. This is precisely the type of activity that you want to see from a cup and handle base. That cup and handle base gives us a buy point of 56.59. Autohome also has been working on this trend line right here that it broke out of yesterday. Trading volume yesterday on Autohome was higher than any down day in the prior 10 trading sessions. That's the definition of a pocket pivot. We can buy Autohome right here on the pocket pivot on the break above the short-term trend line for aggressive traders. Notice also how as we broke above the short-term trend line, we got the pocket pivot. We also broke above the 50-day moving average. Autohome can be bought here by aggressive traders in anticipation of a breakout from a first stage cup and handle base at 56.59 or a long-term consolidation at 57.93. That's about all I have for today. If you want to talk about any of the stocks mentioned today or any of our market strategies, please feel free to give me a call, drop me an email, or make an appointment. Come by the office, see what we're up to. Contact information is on the home page. For daily access to our model portfolios, trade updates, and more up-to-date information on our trading strategies, please take a minute to go to our subscription page and subscribe to Push Button Stock Trading. You can also follow us on Twitter at PushButtonStock. Again, my name is Cliff Backus. That's your daily video market review. Have a safe and profitable day. Keep your stops in place, and I will see you again tomorrow. Please stay tuned for our important disclaimers. All the best. Disclaimers. Push Button Stock Trading Video Market Review is produced and edited by Clifford B. Backus. Mr. Backus is a Senior Vice President of Investments, Technical Analyst, Portfolio Manager, and Partner with the investment firm of Ohanneson LaCours Incorporated. Video Market Review is produced solely for the benefit of our clients, friends, and colleagues. Anything written, stolen, and/or plagiarized in this publication is done without malice. Further, the analysis and opinions expressed in this publication are strictly those of the editor and not of Ohanneson LaCours Incorporated, its affiliates, subsidiaries, or any of the officers or employees of Ohanneson LaCours Inc. On that note, we submit the following. The analysis, calculations, and evaluations presented herein are based on data and assumptions Ohannes & LaCours Incorporated believes to be accurate. Ohannes & LaCours Incorporated makes no representation that such analysis or calculations are accurate or that such valuations represent levels at which actual trades may occur. This report has been prepared from original sources, except where otherwise noted, and data we believe to be reliable. Ohannes & LaCours, Inc., its affiliates and subsidiaries, and/or their officers and employees or their families may from time to time acquire, hold, or sell a position in the securities mentioned herein. Moreover, opinions may differ from one entity to the next. If we are used in connection with the purchase or sale of any security discussed in this report, we may act as principal for our own account or as agent for both the buyer and the seller. Push-button stock trading is dedicated to the education of friends, clients, and paid subscribers. Push-button stock trading is an information service only. The information provided herein is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell stocks of any kind. Push-button stock trading is created to aid subscribers in making informed investment decisions based wholly or in part on technical analysis. It's possible that at this time or some subsequent date, the editors of Push-button stock trading may own, buy, or sell the investments presented. All investors should consult a qualified professional before making any investment. The information provided has been obtained from sources deemed to be reliable, but it is not guaranteed as to the accuracy or completeness. The editors of Push-button stock trading make every effort to provide timely information to subscribers, but cannot guarantee specific delivery times due to factors beyond our control.